Mhm. All right, so we're recording. So, welcome to the very first episode of Teen Talk Navigating Healthy Relationships and Sexual Wellness. I'm your host, Sydney Williams, and I'm joined today by my co host, Madeline. Today, we are diving into the world of sex, relationships, and everything in between.
That's right, Sydney. It's an exciting journey we're embarking on, but we also acknowledge that it can be quite intimidating for many of our listeners, especially teenagers. Let's begin by addressing the fact that it's okay to feel a little scared or uncertain about this topic.
Absolutely. So, to all our listeners out there, it's perfectly normal to feel curious, confused, or even anxious when it comes to the world of sex and relationships. Madeline, do you remember your teenage years and how you felt about this?
I definitely do. I think everyone can relate to that feeling of curiosity mixed with a little bit of fear. The unknown can be quite scary, and it's that fear of the unknown that we're addressing in this segment.
It's important to acknowledge these emotions, especially for teenagers who might be listening. We're here to tell you that it's okay to feel this way. In fact, it's a sign of growing up and starting to explore the complex and beautiful part of life.
But Sydney, as you said, it's that fear of the unknown that can sometimes paralyze us. So, one of the key messages we want to convey today is that the more we know, the less scary it becomes.
Exactly. Knowledge is power. And in this podcast, it's all about providing you with the information and support your need to navigate this complex landscape. By the end of our series, we hope you'll feel more confident, less fearful, and better equipped to make informed decisions.
So, we're here to break down the barriers and provide you with a safe space to explore these topics. No judgment, no shame, just open and honest conversations. We encourage you to ask questions, share your thoughts, and be a part of the dialogue.
And remember, you're not alone in this. Many teenagers and adults have gone through this journey and have come out the other side wiser and more empowered. We've all been here before, and we're here to help you on your own journey.
Stay tuned throughout the series because this episode is just the beginning. We've got a lot more to cover, including respect, boundaries, consent, common myths and misconceptions, and how to access valuable resources.
So let's get into it. So, exploring the unknown. Everything about sex is intimidating when you're young. Learning about your body and sex can be pretty scary to talk about, especially when you're unsure how to approach these conversations or even where to start. We all know that talking about sex can be a bit uncomfortable, especially for teens. It's like this hidden thing that we're not sure how to bring up, but guess what? It's totally normal to feel a little awkward about it. Feeling awkward about talking about sex is completely okay because for most teenagers, it's something new and unknown. It's like learning a new skill or starting a new adventure. Feeling a little awkward is a sign that you're stepping into an unfamiliar territory, and that's completely normal. In many societies, discussing sex openly has been considered taboo for a really long time. This has made the topic somewhat mysterious and secretive. Feeling awkward is a result of the societal norms, but it's important to remember that times are changing and conversations around sex are becoming more open and accepting. The fear of being judged by peers can make conversations about sex awkward. You might worry about your friends will react to you in a certain way or that you'll say something that's, kind of uncool. Or you might worry about meeting your parents' expectations or whether you're making the right choices your parents will want for you. All of these thoughts are completely normal during this phase of life. Adolescence is a period of significant growth and change, both physically and emotionally. This growth can make you feel self-conscious, and that feeling can extend into conversations about your body changing and emotions. Your body is going through a lot. You might notice changes that your voice is cracking, you're getting taller, you're developing breasts. It's all a part of growing up. But it can sometimes make you feel self-conscious. Talking about these physical changes, especially when they're new and still happening, can be awkward. You might worry about how others perceive you or if you're normal. Not only are you tackling physical changes, your body hits a wave of emotions. Adolescence is a roller coaster of emotions. You're experiencing new feelings like love, attraction, and sometimes even confusion. This emotional journey can make you feel self conscious, and you might question whether you're feeling okay or if it's even normal. Discussing these emotions with others can make you feel very vulnerable at times. Adolescence is also considered the rite of passage that most of us will, technically all of us, go through. And everybody must go through it, and we are all set with a similar challenges and changes in life. It's like a shared adventure that unites all teenagers in a journey to adulthood. So remember, you're not alone. These changes are a crucial part of learning and growth. By going through them, you're gaining essential life experiences and building your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Once, Others have always walked this path before you. So, and each and every one of us have emerged out stronger and wiser.
Sex education is an essential part of our lives, and yet it's a journey that varies greatly from person to person. What we learn, when we learn, and how we learn can be profoundly different. Exploring the diverse path people take on this journey and why it's so unique is important to each and every one of us.
To start, let's acknowledge that learning about sex begins at different ages for everyone. Some might have received formal sex education in school, while others might have learned from friends, family, or even the internet. And then there are those who might have not had the chance to learn much about it at all.
Absolutely, Sydney. It's important to remember that there's no one size fits all approach for sex education. The age at which a person starts learning about sex can vary greatly, influenced by cultural norms, family dynamics, and personal curiosity.
And it's not just the when, but it's also the how of learning about sex. Some people have an open, honest conversations with their parents, while others might stumble upon adult content online, often leading to misconceptions.
That's right. The quality of sex education is a significant factor. Accurate and age appropriate information is crucial for making informed decisions about one's sexual health and relationships.
So, what can we do to ensure that the journey of learning about sex is positive and informative for everyone? It starts with acknowledging that the uniqueness of everyone's experience.
One way is to promote comprehensive, inclusive, and age-appropriate sex education in schools. This can help ensure that everyone has access to accurate information. And we should foster open and non-judgmental communication at home. Encouraging young people to ask questions and providing them with a safe space to learn can make a world of difference.
In conclusion, the journey of learning about sex is a deeply personal one. It's a path that varies for everyone, shaped by their cultural background, family dynamics, and personal experiences. But what is universal is the importance of accurate information, understanding, and an open dialogue. By recognizing the diversity of these journeys, we can work towards a society where everyone can develop a healthy and informed relationship with their sexuality. And that's all for today's episode of Teen Talk Navigating Sex Education. Thank you all for joining us. And remember, your journey is unique and something that is to be celebrated. I'm your host, Sydney Williams.
And I'm Madeline McFadden.
And thank you all for joining us. And okay. All right, I think I stopped recording.